Greetings. My name is Beverly D, and this is a general reading for Cancer for the month of April for the year of 2018. So, Cancer, let's see what is going on with some of you Cancers. Some of you Cancers have kind of been through some things here, but you made it through. That's the most important thing here, Cancer. So, let's see what we have here for Cancer for the month of April. Let's see, Cancer here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Cancer. Okay. So now, Cancer, you know that this is tea time. So you have to have your cup of tea with me. So let's have our cup of tea, and then we'll get into what is going on. This cup of tea is for you, Cancer. All righty. Well, Cancer, the first thing that I'm picking up here is, and your card is talking about that you have risen, you have rise. So you came out the ashes. Some of you, Cancer, thought that you were going to be buried. Some people thought that this was the end of you. And so you have risen from the ashes, as they say. So that is good. This is like you getting another chance. It almost feels like when a person is like really ill and they're critical and they could like really leave, and but they come back, they recover. Well, that's what this feels like for a lot of you Cancers. It's like you was there, but you were able to come back. You were able to recover. And some of you, this is really talking about physical sickness. And then others of you, it's talking about your condition, your environment, and things like that. I'm feeling that there is a Cancer energy here where it seems like that there could be some lot of things, a lot of changes going on as far as the workplace is concerned. And so I feel like that it's been happening all around you, so it haven't really affected you. So you at the point now, Cancer, where you can just take a deep breath and you can a sigh of relief, as they say. So it didn't affect you, so that's good. Also, I'm seeing here too where it's talking about harmony. So you definitely things is going to start to really focus here for you. Say absolute harmony. So you, for one thing, you have risen, and the other thing is you got harmony that's coming into your life here. And so, and this is talking about focus, balancing, keeping things balanced here. That's what I feel with a lot of you Cancers. A lot of you was off balance. And like I say, some of you was dealing with the health and some of you was dealing with other things, but it was an off balance. And so now you able to balance things out. You got a marriage card here too. So some of you Cancers will definitely be getting married. I feel like it would be a surprise. You wasn't expecting it. I feel like that this could be where you in a relationship. Some of you, I feel like that this is a new relationship, and then all of a sudden, here this marriage. You like, well, wait a minute, we was at first base, and you made it all the way around to home run. And how did that happen so fast? But sometimes that's how love happens. So some of you Cancers, I definitely see that there could be a marriage vibration that is here. So I feel more of a marriage coming together. Some of you Cancers here have been struggling with marriage here. So I feel like that I'm seeing here that somebody where you was ready to, cut the ties, you was ready to cut the rope, cut the ribbon, as you say. But I feel like that you are willing to give it another chance. And so I do feel like that it will definitely work out. Also, I'm seeing here too, Cancer, where you have some of you Cancers have really been in grief. You've been holding on to a lot of hurt, a lot of grief, just a lot of inner suffering that some of you Cancers have been doing. And now you're starting to say, wait a minute, I don't have to hold on to this. Why am I holding on to this? It's kind of like you walking around and you holding something that it's dead. It's not alive, and you got to bury it. You got to, release it, let it go. And so that's what I feel that's going on with a lot of you, Cancer vibration that's here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that because you are rising. I just feel like a lot of you rising in more ways than one. This is like a rising in your spiritual vibration, your intellect. Some of you are taking on new challenges, new careers, and all of that comes with opportunity. Now you're not going to be looking at things how you was looking at them before. You're going to look at things in a different light, a different angle, a different position. And so you're going to be seeing different results here. So Cancer, this is a recovery time here for you. And it's like critical. It was like really critical. And so again, you came out of this recovery. It says forgiveness. See, that's what I told you. Holding on to some dead stuff that you got to bury it. Let it go, release it. Forgive yourself. Some of you Cancers has been beating up on yourself. Ain't nobody else beating up you. Other people have forgave you. And even if they haven't forgiven you, Cancer, don't worry about it. You forgive yourself and live your life. Don't just not put your life on hold, put things on hold because you saying somebody else, okay, if they haven't forgiven you, they got to work that out. So the main thing, Cancer, is you got to forgive yourself and you got to move on. Life, you got another chance because you, like I say, Cancer, you was right there at that door. You got another chance. What are you going to do with this chance that you have here? It's saying memories. Don't think about the negative side of things. Keep good memories. Why are you going to keep thinking about, you won't let it go. If you keep thinking about it, you holding on. That's why I say you holding on to stuff. You got to bury it, release it, let it go. So you want to keep holding on to memories of bad things or negative things. You giving it life. You won't let it go, Cancer. How many times can I say it? Let it go. It's like you got to enjoy. This is not what life is about. Life is not for you to beat up on yourself. Life is not for you to not let things go. You definitely got to let it go. And also say you're changing and your mind is changing. And that's good because that's what I'm just saying here. You've been holding on to the wrong thing, Cancer. So now you're starting to realize it. Now you're starting to say, okay, I got this second chance. I was on my way out of here. Things wasn't working. Now I'm going to use my time. And it's saying, this is talking about grief. You was in grief. Stop grieving. You got to get past that. And that's what that second chance is talking about, Cancer, when you're ready to move past that grieving part. You've been, that's when I keep saying, let it go. But the good thing about it, Cancer, is you ready. You got the strength to do it now. Sometimes people have to experience a near-death situation or experience something to snap out of it, to say, okay, and that's where you at, Cancer. You are snapped out of it, and so, and you're not going back in it either. This is the energy here too, where you leaving the baggage at the door. You're not going to be carrying this baggage around that you've been carrying. Some of you Cancers is thinking about leaving. For real. Some of you are thinking about leaving relationships. Some of you are thinking about leaving careers. Okay, but it's like you at the point now, it's like you making these changes. You are understanding why you making these changes. You're not making these changes from a negative viewpoint. You're making these changes because you see that you have another chance here. Windfall. Excellent time, Cancer, for you to wake up. Excellent time, Cancer, for you to let it go. Excellent time, Cancer, for you to rise to the occasion. So you got this windfall that's here because you've been blocking your opportunities because you've been dealing in grief, dealing in woulda, coulda, shoulda. You've been dealing in all of that negativity energy that your windfall, your opportunities couldn't come through because you had the door closed. You had the door locked. So now, Cancer, you at the point where you are unlocking the door. You open the door, so you're ready to accept the windfalls, what I call the opportunities that's there for you. This is a lot of spiritual growth. And so you had to, you had to go within, you had to take your shovel, you had to take your rake, and you had to shovel all that stuff out and rake all that stuff out. So now you got this, you know how when you do the grass, when you rake it and rake all that dead grass off of there, and then you can put you some seeds down there and just see the grass just be beautiful. Well, that's where you at, Cancer. That's where you are at. And I'm so happy for you. I am very, very happy for you. It says here that you are making changes. I told you in this change today, but you also making changes with your body. So a lot of you Cancers that were dealing with some health situations, I see you are really getting into healing. This is the season, the Easter season, where they say Jesus risen from the dead. Well, Cancer, let me tell you, this is where you at. You have risen from the dead, and this is perfect. I mean, the timing is perfect. We are in that season. We're in that month of April. We're in that Easter, that risen thing. This is perfect. I mean, the timing, you couldn't have planned it any better. So you definitely has risen from the dead, as they say. You are alive now. Also, you making some changes. I feel like some of you Cancers, and I keep picking up a Virgo with a lot of you Cancers here too. And so I'm seeing here that you're going to be making some body changes as far as exercising, as far as putting some holistic changes and things like that in your body. Also, this is financial changes here. So you are definitely making some financial changes, and you got to make them fast, because I see this red. Red to me represents fast energy. So you like, okay, I've been, at the brink of leaving here. I'm back. I'm not wasting no time. I'm making sure that my life is happy. I'm making sure everything, financial, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Cancer. Because I mean, you had me worried there for a minute. It says, you are stronger than you know. Yes, you are. Because if you didn't have the strength, Cancer, you would have not been able to make it back. So you were able to make it back. Like I said, you was in that critical state emotionally, mentally, physically, some of you, and you made it back, Cancer. So welcome back. Welcome back. I cannot say that enough. Well, Cancer, I have my information and my video below, my link and all of that. Give me a call so we can really celebrate. We can talk about your resurrection, because that's what's going on with you, Cancer. You have risen from the dead. So I am so happy for you. This cup of tea is really for you, Cancer, because you deserve this cup of tea. All right.